Baby mamas. Baby mamas. Come here real quick. Okay. This is a message for any mom that refuses to take out money for herself. I'm going to need you to stop doing that. Okay? I'm going to need you to stop feeling like your whole entire income in life has to go towards your child. And I'm not going to hold you. Some of it does. I will even take it a step further and say that most of it does. But you deserve a little piece of that for yourself as a woman. Okay? This is why I definitely made sure that I put what's called a Mama Joy Fund into my budget calculator, because I'm not going to be out here looking busted and disgusted. I'm not going to be out here frazzled without any me time to breathe and get any type of spa or luxury-like experience, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and compare it to my son's father's side, who gets the luxury of doing whatever he wants without most of the responsibility, right? So, case in point, this weekend, my son plays soccer, and we serious, okay? I am that soccer mom. I'm dead serious, okay? And I'm an entrepreneur, so I moved my clients around for the whole entire soccer season already to make sure that I leave the salon, pick my son up, take him to the game, make sure he's going where he needs to go so I can go back to work. So I have one client before the game, one client after the game, to keep up with my income, what I need to be making and bringing in, right? So first of all, I just want to make it clear that as a solo parent, we don't get to have moments where we can't do that, right? We have to adjust our whole entire schedule towards our child, right? So that already puts you at a, you know what I'm saying, sighing moment, okay? But you do it because you that child's parent, right? You gonna ride for your kids. You gonna do whatever you need to do, and don't care about who feels a way about it. Correct. So, with that being said, to add on to it, normally he'll go with his dad after the game. Very good resource. I'm very grateful for that. Okay. However, therefore, this weekend his dad has to work. So back to what I just said. I don't get that luxury. And neither do I want that luxury of my son not having at least one parent around, or at least, and then back that up. Let me change how I'm trying to say this. I don't get the luxury of deciding that I'm not going to be at my son's game so that I can go out here and make more money. That's what I want to say. I don't get the luxury of, this weekend, instead of going to my child's game and making sure that he's taken care of before and after the game, I'm going to go to work. Okay, so stay with me. So, with that being said, I made the executive decision that I was not going to help my child's father get him. You know why? Because every single weekend that happens, that he gets him after the game or picks him up from my mom, I'm the one that has to drive to the other side of town to pick him up before school starts. So on Sunday nights, okay? I'm not doing that this weekend. I'm not. Why? Because I have my Mama Joy Fund set out to be spent on my pedicure and my eyebrows this weekend. Not only that, but I have things to tend to for my grandmother this weekend. My mother has things to tend to for my grandmother this weekend. So him seeing his father, unfortunately, because it's not a priority for his father, it's not a priority for us over here this weekend. And I stand on that because I refuse to miss out on my mama joy. And I refuse to have my mom go out of her way when we have things to do for my grandmother. I stay within my financial budget and my emotional budget. Okay? All right? So, of course, when I send him this message, he reads it and he doesn't respond. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it. I don't. I am the solo main parent. So, baby mamas, if you don't have a resource like a mother who can watch him while you get your pedicure and your eyebrows done, whatever your Mama Joy Fund is, or your children are now old enough to stay at the house for a couple hours while you make sure you do it, right? I could see how you would sacrifice still going to pick him up from that other parent's house, and kind of helping the other parent co-parent. I could see you having to do that to not risk your Mama Joy Fund. But this weekend, that's a part of my Mama Joy Fund. So this entry for my Baby Mama series is all about gauging your joy, gauging what makes sense to you for that particular time frame, for that particular event or incident, y'all. Never, ever, 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 ever get rid of your Mama Joy Fund for nobody, for nothing. Okay? That's why I want to say, baby mamas, stay up, stay healed, stay organized. Create that household system to always be balanced, to never have your nervous system out of whack, y'all. I'm on my way to get my eyebrows done. I just got my pedicure. Marcel is straight. We're off to a good week. I love you guys.